Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video on Pepe. All right, your daily update. It has become, at the very least. But apart from that, we have we also have quite a lot to talk about. Yesterday we got the flush, which was to be expected, as most of you know. If you watch my videos, like the Bitcoin updates, but I think I talked about it in my Pepe videos as well. Basically, what was going on, if you want a little bit more information regarding what happened, is that the funding rates across the board were ridiculously high. So what that means is that there's a lot of leverage in the markets. So what always happens eventually, and you can also look at that in the last 6 months or so, for example, eventually that always ends in, for example, the 11th of December or the 3rd of January, which is always a big spike down. So that happened especially for Pepe, because Pepe was very over leveraged. All of the meme coins were. I think the funding rates for Pepe were like 0.16%, while normally they're 0.01%. So they have dropped down, but for Pepe, honestly, they're still very high. All right, it's still 0.07%. That's because they were bought up so ridiculously quick. I mean, in the end, Pepe never really technically became bearish. It just held this major support around the 382 fib and the 6,000 level, and from there, earlier this morning, it actually broke above 7,000. So I would say that Pepe arguably is the most bullish it's been in a very long time, because the technical situation, and we'll look at some other numbers in a moment. But the technical situation is basically that we're consolidating here at the top between 7,000 and, well, I would say 8,000 or a little bit higher. But for safety, we can say 8,500. All right, this is the technical level we're in, and this is purely technically. All right, and with only technicals, you cannot really successfully trade, I believe. But if you only look at the technicals, usually when you get back into a range with momentum, which Pepe definitely had, which I'll also show you via this dashboard. But usually if you come back into a range with momentum, what happens is that you might range in that area for a little bit longer, but eventually a bullish breakout is most likely. So that's also what I'm going to tell you. I mean, the markets right now, like I said, the funding rates for Pepe are still high. So I wouldn't rule out a big spike down again, down to 6,000, potentially even 5,000. I would not rule that out. However, it's at this moment, if you look at, for example, this, how quickly the open interest is recovering, how quickly the price is recovering, and how many bullish confirmations we got. And I just clicked away one of my screens. I don't think you can see it anymore. No, you cannot see Pepe anymore. But let me quickly look that up. That's the footballer. Come on, guys. But no, that's why I'm telling you, I think it's most likely we're going to get that bullish breakout. Now, ultimately, I would wait for some sort of confirmation by, for example, breaking above 8,500, because it is possible that we'll just consolidate up here for a bit longer. But ultimately, if you look at the technicals, if you look at the market, which Bitcoin is definitely bullish again, it's most likely that Pepe, after maybe some confirmation, but that it will get that bullish breakout and rally up to 10,000 and 11,000. Seems most likely. If you want my because I'm not taking any trade at this moment. If you want my technical observation, it would just be to wait for any breakout. All right. So if we break above 8,500 in these market circumstances, you can be pretty sure that we're going to rally up higher. But purely technically, we could also break down below 7,000. And if we do so, then you can expect some more bearish momentum. And in general, probably it's more likely that we'll consolidate. So keep an eye on those levels. And in general, I think it's best to wait for a breakout. And based on that confirmation, make your next moves. All right? But those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments as well. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.